these guys are all big influences on me and certainly house music.
So let's go on that. I want to talk a little bit about each of your illustrious careers, because you guys have done a lot. All three of you have done amazing, have had amazing contributions to what we call house music. This is the Vintage House Show. And so part of what that is about is celebration and preservation. This is Lawrence Braining, but the celebration and preservation of Chicago house legends and Chicago house music. And
All right. Good evening. This is WNUR, Northwestern Radio, Evanston and Chicago, 89.3. This is time again. We are doing the Vintage House Radio Show. This is my week. This is DJ Rocky Floyd. I am honored to bring on someone that not only do I admire as a DJ, but as a friend and as a talent in the house music industry. I want to welcome Master DJ Tony Soul. How you doing, brother?
Oh, man, what's up, brother? Thanks for having me, man. Really
appreciate it. Yes, sir. So as I tell everybody, I'm big on making sure that everybody knows that house music is everywhere, and so I do my best to reach out to DJs that are not just in Chicago. I want people to know how strong it is in other cities. So, right. Let me start off by telling everybody, Tony Soul is down in New Orleans as we speak. He runs a radio show down there on Friday nights. The radio station is WHIV. It's 102.3. And it's the Friday night show dedicated to house music. It's 3 hours of house music played every week.
5 hours.
5 hours. Oh, I'm sorry. Even longer, even better. Tony has been around a while and has been influencing music. He's also been around a lot of the great DJs that we have in the world, not just in specific areas. As we get into him, we're going to talk about what he's done, what he's doing, and where he's going with this afterwards. All right. So, first question.
My man.
So let's. I want everybody to know about Tony Soul. So tell me, not just the house music, because I know you didn't start with house.
No.
And you got, I won't say dragged into it, but you got drugged into it, and that drug has been your addiction ever since.
Yep.
So let's tell me about yourself, brother.
Man, I mean, I'm a New York lenient. I'm from New York and I'm from New Orleans. I'm equal parts, and so I come from the culture. My father's a DJ. My grandfather's a DJ. That's kind of all I know. But I'm a b-boy. I was a b-boy straight up and down. Like, I was the definition of a b-boy, like in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. And then it's this damn music, man. This damn music holding me, man. I mean, I've been DJing since 1979, but I mean, it was always hip hop and R&B and reggae, whatnot, the basics. And house music just changed my life. As simple as that. So I mean, again, I say I'm the son of a DJ and a grandson of a DJ. So. They weren't club DJs, but they were instrumental in the music itself, the culture, whatever. My grandfather was one of the cats in Chicago on the radio, that kind of the blues king of radio in Chicago.
Pervis. And his name was
Spann.
Pervis Spann, right? Yeah. Oh no, everybody knows that's a Chicago DJ legend. So that's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to know So I mean, the music has been around you forever, and in one way, shape, or form.
Yeah, before I even had a chance to make a decision about it, it was always this is what it was going to be. I didn't know it was going to be this. It's crazy, but and then my father's is a well-respected New York DJ from WWRL in New York, and so he was instrumental in the in both the music he played on the air at the time, and then the rappers that the original rappers, if you will, came up trying to mimic my father, how he sounded on the radio.
Okay.
So having that kind of background, I mean, it really wasn't a choice of what I was going to end up doing. I think I stopped DJing for maybe 3 years when I got married to try to hone in on my family life and make some real bread that I thought, well, San Francisco ate up all my money, but trying to take care of the family and not be in the clubs. Maybe 3 years I stopped, and then being in San Francisco, man, which has such a great house music scene, really it just brought me back into DJ like that. Like I got to be a part of this. I got to be a part of this. I got to. It's changed my life for better and for worse. Pardon me. For better and for worse, it changed my life because it ain't been all roses. It's been a challenge, but
right.
This beautiful thing we call house music. Once you in, you can't stop. It is what it is.
Okay, so so basically, we know for sure that your early music influences, of course, it's generational for you. We met because of another brother that we both, even though he was cousin to you and friend to me, he's brother to both of us 100%. And I think a lot of people, especially here in Chicago, because of his movement from Chicago, tend to forget about him a lot. And but he was very influential in the culture here. Thomas Spann, everybody called him Peace. Yep. And so
tell me what the family called him.
Oh yeah, I mean he was every bit of the definition of and I say this now. I've always said this, and I even told him prior to us losing him. I said every bit of the definition of the word man is what you are, because you cover every ground and every bit. That being said, so tell me about the culture in New Orleans. How is house music down there?
It's non-existent. It's non-existent.
Okay.
I mean, we're doing some things, and then we have on more the tech house side of the game, we got a nice scene on that side of the game. Shout out Josh Sense, NOLA Housing Authority. There's that side of the game, but soulful house music and house music proper, if you will, it's not here. We're doing some great things. We on the radio and stuff. We play. DJ IV is on Thursday nights on 102.3. I'm on Friday and Saturday nights. Friday nights I play 5 hours, and then Saturday nights we do old school and house. So
okay.
And we do we're doing parties and stuff, man. But it's really an uphill. It's really an uphill battle, and so it's a challenge that I think I'm partially moved here for. When I was on the road years ago and had the opportunity to be around so many different dynamic house music scenes, whether it be in Europe or Africa or even here in the States, my mind was set that I'm coming back here and I'm going to New Orleans. New Orleans is absolutely the most musical city on earth. I mean, nothing even comes. There's no city that even compares to this place when it comes to musicianship, when it comes to soul, when it comes to flavor, when it comes to just this is it. This is the end all be all when it comes to music. So. You got musicians just walking around. I just yesterday, this dude just walking down the street playing the trumpet. Like it just be happening out here. Just bands, second line, just what we call second line, which is a march of a band playing this New Orleans sound of music, which is indigenous culture, Black indigenous culture here. There's no place like it. So I kind of feel like I'm on a mission that to bring the most musical city into the biggest music on earth. This beautiful thing we call house music is probably the biggest. It's like soccer. It's like, it's the biggest music in the world, except for America.
Right.
The difference is we created this music.
Right.
We didn't create. I don't know the history of soccer, but I don't think we created soccer. But we created this. I mean, we can get into we can have that conversation, but we created through the streets of Chicago, the streets of New York, Baltimore, New Jersey. This music was born, and it's our music.
Right.
But then New Orleans is just the most musical place by far. So I figured that my goal would be to connect New Orleans musicians with this music, which is what I'm currently working on now. So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at with it in terms of understanding New Orleans. I mean, you're never gonna be in another place like this. Like, it's almost stupid. It don't make sense. Just how musical this place is. It's nonstop. So I'm
all right. So you know what, you touched on something. So because one of the things that I have always admired you is that I mean, you're a world traveler. I mean, you have played in places that I would actually totally literally dream of. I mean, and again, a lot of people, it's to be who you are, to me, and to see what you do, and the way you do it is amazing. So when I tell you about this gentleman right here, I'm gonna tell you right now, off the top of your head, outside the United States, give me 5 cities you played in.
Oh, okay. Outside the United States,
Yep.
Barcelona, Rome, Casablanca. My first place I played in Europe was Lausanne in Switzerland, which is amazing. That was, it was a great intro. Istanbul, or Athens.
Okay. See, so
I said 5.
when I say, because that's why I say when I say you're a world traveler, you brought the culture to multiple cities, and you blessed them with what we do here. And
hey man, they do it there though. They wasn't they.
Oh no, I get it. No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, for people who are outside of the country listening to our music, of course they're doing it as well. But again, having someone from the culture where it started from to go there and bless decks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's way more impressionable, because people could say, you know what, hey, blah blah blah, hey, I've been playing house music, I love it, by Tony Soul forever. But guess what? Tony Soul is right here now playing his own music. And it creates the connection even more to the culture for them when you have that artist go there and do it. So yeah. So I mean, yeah, no, I know the music is everywhere. It's been there. That music's been overseas easily 40 years. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But to have where Steve Hurley or anybody, you know what I'm saying, the person that made Jack My Body, now they're over there doing it. It's a concert, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying in regards to that, because I think it's important.
From that perspective, I felt like I was continuing the tradition of us going over there and doing it. And I don't know, I certainly didn't do it to the level of Steve Hurley and them cats, enough respect. But still being there in the underground and being, because I definitely was on the underground tip. So I wasn't a huge name. I didn't have like a lot of productions out at the time. So it wasn't on that tip. It was really straight underground and going there and just getting it in. And luckily my YouTube channel is what facilitated that. I did after moving to Asia, moved to Taiwan, excuse me. After doing that, I had to come back to the States, and I put out a series called on YouTube called The Balcony Sessions. and for some reason, which I can say in a minute, it caught really big in Italy. And this is like before like, you know, DJs doing locations and stuff and playing at, you know, different kind of spots. This was like at the beginning of that. And I got blessed. I really got lucky. I mean, also, which I got to say is, I got split with my wife at the exact same time. Had I not split with my wife, I was just going to Europe to go play a couple shows. But my wife decided that this wasn't going to work out because of me pushing this DJ thing, which I can say in a minute, talk about more. But the timing worked out to where it was like, all right, well, I don't have my wife no more. I might as well go all out. And so I went to Europe with that in mind, like with no end game. I went there to see what it do. And I got blessed to meet the supporters of my first, like, you know, like a lot of supporters in the chat rooms on the internet radio back in the day when it was brand new at the time. You know, yo, if you ever in Rome, holla at me, man. If you ever in Milan, and next thing you know, I was in Milan and I knocked on their door, like, yo, what's up?
Right.
Like, yeah, oh wow, he's really here. Like, yep. I mean, get it on. So it just happened because I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea what I was doing. And as you said, I'm not first generation house head. This happened later on in my life, so I'm kind of not knowing. I mean, I know house music was big. I always knew it. I mean, I always listened to it. You know, I listened to house music, but I was, you know, never in the scene. So this is all new to me. Like, this is just how people treat each other, how people, the love I got from people was just, man, the love I got from people was outstanding. I never would have guessed that this kind of life, because, you know, again, this is not a great financial situation being a house DJ. There's not a lot of cash in it. Sometimes, every now and then, you hit a gig, hit a lick, you know, or you get on the roll where you get a couple gigs in a row, and if you know how to work it, you can stack that money. But normally, it's a tough game. For the way I do it, because I'm a touring DJ. I don't have
a set residency anywhere.
In one city with that, you know, like I'm so envious of all y'all. I mean, y'all play, y'all got. You know, and I know your money. I know the money's still up and down, even in Chicago or anywhere else, New York, whatever. But you got a place, you got a city where you can get gigs. And
Right.
I just don't live in that city. I mean, one of the reasons I moved overseas was because San Francisco was already so there and already had their thing going, and I couldn't get in. They wanted me to go start from scratch. They wanted me to go to the back of the line, and I had already been an accomplished DJ, you know, playing in New York and New Orleans primarily. And so I had already seen, you know, I wasn't going to the back of the line. Maybe it's ego thing driven, but so going overseas was like that's what I was going to be able to do. That worked out for me. But, you know, you do this, you talk about doing something for the love. I mean, when you don't have no home city, no hometown, you know, I've been blessed to live in a lot of great cities, Baltimore, LA, San Francisco, the Bay Area in general, you know, Miami a little bit, which I'm currently kind of back and forth. We'll talk about that. But I'm in New Orleans where it's just not happening. It's just and it's
Well,
tough.
I mean, it's in a building process. You got to start with one brick. That's where you go from there, and everything else starts from there. So, I mean, I think so. I mean, so in saying that, tell me about HIV and what you're trying to do with it and where's it going.
Yeah, with a blessing. Shout out DJ IV for Shorty. She from Philadelphia. She moved down here years ago before I came back. She moved down. She had been down here and she got on the station. You know, it's a community station. So again, my career choices are not financially driven, clearly. And my ex-wife can definitely give the thumbs down to my choice. Absolutely. I don't know what I'm thinking. What am I doing here? So you want community station and you work for your music. You're playing the music where financially it's not. Yeah, great idea, Tone. But
Right.
You know, community station, great DJs over there doing different shows, everything. You know, Don P. Shout out Don P. The morning show. We got a full slate of great music. But Thursday nights, Friday nights, and Saturday nights, we got blessed to be playing house music. And I get to feature some of the best DJs in the world. One thing about traveling is you meet so many different DJs, cats that become your friends, and whether I stayed on their couch or I ate their food or DJ who drives all the way down to Greyhound and gives you 20 hours.
I don't know who did that, man, for real.
Rocky, speaking of you, Rocky, you meet such amazing DJs that now I got an opportunity because it's an FM station on a nice 102, so it's on a great part of the dial. It's good, but also it's obviously everything is worldwide now with the internet. So just being able to have a position in the game for me is cool. Like and to showcase some of the cats I know from around the world to New Orleans, and also showcase New Orleans DJs to the world because we got them now. We got some dope cats here. My residents, my man in Goma, we got some cats here. Quick Weave. We got great DJs here that love the music. They love the culture. Pablo Z, my man DJ Wick. But we don't have many venues to play out of. And so it's tough. So to be able to give a little shine,
right?
That is
well, like I said, one brick at a time. So this is one brick, brother. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, who knows? Maybe next year about this time, Tony Soul is the main dude on the radio, and he's got all these big events going on, and he's bringing in all these DJs from around the world. I mean, man, like I said, it's just one brick at a time. So.
Yeah, when I have Louis Vega in the French Quarter, that's when I know. That's
man, for real. Yeah, you get Vega in the French Quarter. We got a party going on in the French Quarter. Yeah. Matter of fact, hey, you know what? As a matter of fact, since Mr. Coffee turned out Madison Square Garden, maybe Mr. Coffee might be able to turn out the Silverdome. You know what I'm saying? I mean Superdome. My fault. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it can happen. But again, it may start with you. So yeah.
Oh, I firmly believe it will start with me. I firmly believe that I am here. That's my mission. That's what I'm here for. That's why I'm here. So I almost have no doubt, but it's going to take some work. It's going to take some, because here's the thing about New Orleans. New Orleans has such a deep rooted musical culture already that they're already doing their own thing. So the only way that you can really impress the locals here is by New Orleans being involved. So say for instance, we have our great musicians, whether it's Curry Ruffins or Trombone Shorty or one of the Indian music we do here. And when I say Indian, I mean Black indigenous music here. They have to be involved.
Right.
One thing I'm working on, one of the main things I'm working on is getting New Orleans musicians aligned with some of the house music producers from around the world. So I'm trying to get Louis Vega playing, or not even Louis Vega. Let's go, my cats, my guys like CL Assad, or getting Ramsey or Ed Ramsey, or cats I know in the game to sing on New Orleans stuff, or getting New Orleans musicians to play on the music. And it's come our own kind of sub sound, like our piano.
No, so they know that it's New Orleans culture. I got you. Yeah, 100%.
Has to be local, has to be localized. So that's what I'm working on now. Whether it's getting some of these, working with the musicians to get them on a house track. And now the tricky part about that is I'm not 100% New Orleans, so I'm not. I don't know how to put this. I'm almost not. There has to be somebody else that helps me facilitate this, bring this on, because it has to be a straight
New Orleans.
Right. Talk on the records, and I do a little spoken word type thing. But I don't sound the culture.
Right.
There's no mistake about it. I'm from here, but I'm also from New York, and so I don't sound the part. And so without me sounding the part, it's not official, which means I need help. I need help in that. And that's what I'm working on right now. So that's where I'm at with it. Getting that real local sound, like to really get the, I could put out records, nobody here is going to be like, oh yeah, that's my people right there. No, I don't sound like I don't.
Not
sound,
yet. Not yet. That's what you gotta say. Not yet.
But I'll never sound the part.
No, what I'm saying is for you to import the culture even into Tony soul music. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right. So
We take an interview. We rolling. I can't burn my beans.
I got you. No problem. All right. So that them you again. You've had the music all around. You've had music around you your whole life, because that's just facts. Where do you see where do you see how do you see house music, the culture as it sits right now?
Globally,
Yeah, globally.
I think we're not connecting with the youth. I think we're missing the mark on connecting with the youth.
Okay. So how do we fix that?
Like in cities like, especially like legacy cities like Chicago, like Baltimore. I don't think we're connecting with the youth enough.
All right. So how do we do that?
I don't know.
We said, hey, Tony, look, we're gonna work with the youth. We need your very best idea. How are we gonna do that?
Oh man, as I come out of the darkness into my, we in New Orleans, we cooking red beans on Mondays. So I got to check on my beans.
Okay.
Man, I think through promoters doing specialized events where you can, like, personal events at the crib, like house parties, like the music, just intimate situations where as they come from youth into like young adulthood, really, like, or adulthood or grown man stuff, to see the benefits of it, like club culture is dying across the board, regardless, like R&B, hip hop, whatever. That club culture is dying as well. So it's really just about personalizing it and showing them, being able to show them how cool it is to be able to, in an environment like there's an environment where you can hang out and there's some chicks and there's beautiful chicks and you ain't got to spend all the money, because like I said, the club culture is dying. Nobody wants to go with the sections and all of that, and so there's an opportunity there for us to grab them with that. I mean, there's still DJs. There's a youth movement with the house music scene with DJs, like they're in it, but I'm just not seeing it. And that's up to the promoters. I think it's up to the promoters to push that. I mean, it is like in a place like San Francisco in the Bay, they rocking. The youth is still,
they're everywhere. But they everywhere down there. They are everywhere down there. 100%.
Being personal with the audience, and promoters can't be lazy. They got to really step their game up when it comes to how they throw the events and bring in what kind of people, what kind of DJs. Can't keep hiring the same old school DJs all the time. You got to hire your young cats that's out there reaching to the young cats, and then they'll get the youth to come on. But they always damn DJ.
We see so over the last, I'll say that over the last 4 or 5 years, we've actually seen the culture influence some of the youth. We've had this DJ Amir. We have one here called DJ J Star. There's another personal favorite of mine, and his name is DJ 008. He gets a lot of he surprises a lot of people with the musical knowledge.
Okay.
I was actually blessed to meet him prior to him even playing in his first set anywhere, and he was picking brains, so he's out there asking, what type of house should I go into, or and how do I do it, and just passing on the knowledge to him, and even not and again, I take no credit for this. So just the people that he talked to, you could see he listened and learned from, and he takes it and he runs with it. So I hear 100% for this culture to keep going, there's going to have to be some real strong influences from those generations. Not even the next generation, because we're in our 50s. The next generation is
right,
40s.
right,
And it's nice to have them in it, but we need them. We need 15, 19, 20,
right.
22-year-olds for them to get to our age and they're still honoring what was before them. So I agree 100%.
Tough,
Um,
tough thing to do.
so
I mean, you know,
it's big to see that. Absolutely. Um, so I'm controversial. So I'm gonna let you know that now. You know me anyway. So uh, what's the problem with house music?
it's not a financial situation. There's no money in it.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
of
Uh,
course, to make money to survive, so to eat, to live, to like throwing a house music party. There's no money in that. The OGs, the type of people that love house music, or the type of people that don't want to spend $12 on a drink, that don't want to spend $20 to get into a club. The type of people are the type of people that is tight. They know the real world. They know it's tight out here. I can't spend that kind of money. So there's
mhm. They sit in the car with their drink and they
yeah,
coming into the party. Oh yeah, absolutely. And
I mean,
coming and get water.
or just smoke a blunt and come inside, or drink,
Right.
or I don't want to like or pop a pill or whatever the case may be. They
Right.
go inside. There's not a financial situation like that lends to success, and so and I mean, so you got people that are you like for myself. I know we're not doing this for the money.
Right.
That makes
So this is where I give you great credit at, because I was always a YouTube watcher of where you play at, because again, it's not like you're playing in stadiums. I
no,
mean, you're playing
no.
in restaurants. You play. Dude,
Yep.
one of the I tell everybody this now. There's a song I had never heard that song before in my life until I saw you play it. It was Fushi Flame. So I know you
Oh,
know the song.
my
Right.
faith.
I have never heard that song played by anybody else prior to you. And you were playing it in front of a restaurant out in a little bar area. And you were playing it, and two people just walked by and they was listening to you. You could see them
Oh yeah.
they saw you feeling it. They started feeling it. And all of a sudden, it's all three of y'all just acting a fool to this song. So yeah.
Yeah, that's Terracina, Italy. Shout out to my man, my peoples out there. Michele. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, so again, the influence is there. I tell people,
Shout out Silvietta. Yeah, oh, beautiful. Yeah,
my big,
is one that I do know that I'm one out of very few in this game that's had the opportunity to experience those kind of things. And for you to remember the video, that's pretty cool, because you're around the core of house heads, like just like the basics, just the core of it, just the essence of it. Like man. I was living in a castle then. It's a town just outside, in between Rome and Naples, a place called Terracina, and it just happens to be like it makes this. I remember posting something saying just how crazy it is to be in this little town, and they appreciate and love house music more than most cities in America. It's crazy, like what they just love the music so much. And they like that actual place I was playing. I was playing outside of a bar that I play a residency, but this time they had that square, the town square. There were DJs all over that square. That was just one spot. There were 6 other DJs at the other restaurants and the other bars in that little square,
wow.
all playing house music. I left there. I went and walked it, and I brought my thumb drive and played at every other spot. They was like, "Oh, here's the American. The Americans here." And they gave me the ultimate respect and let me get down. It was it's quite an experience. It's cool, man.
Now see now that ties into the next thing I want to talk to you about as well. That's some WMC stuff. When people don't know the push the WMC has. So WMC is Winter Music Conference. So
Yep.
Winter Music Conference takes place normally either the second or third used to second or third week in March every year. It went to a defining halt when COVID hit. I think it's been trying to come back, but because the grandson of house music, EDM, electric dance music, has blown up the way it has.
Right.
You know, it's kind of the thing to do in Miami now and around that time. So tell me about so again, when I tell people that I know you, so during the Winter Music Conference, for nobody that doesn't know, to give you a little breakdown of what happens. So the Winter Music, there's actually a conference, let's get that right first, of where they're doing releases of music. They're talking about the new products that are coming out. They're talking about the culture. They brought in specific people who are doing some major releases. So it's all this stuff as well. That's at the conference. Now, what's going on in the street at the time was every major hotel in South Beach. Every major hotel in South Beach, they had house music playing from 11 in the morning to 5 in the morning every day in all of the hotel lobbies. No matter what it was, I was fortunate enough to do one year down there where I actually had 11 different shows going on for 4 days in 5 different hotels at the same time.
Oh man!
So, right. So I'm chicken with my head cut off. Say what?
He was at, I think he was at a clothing store in Washington one year. I remember that.
Yep. I was at the Gap, and that's what I'm about to bring up, because you was one of the first times I met you. You were doing Adidas.
Adidas,
right?
Yeah.
Also speaking of Burger King.
Yep.
Yes, sir. See, so again, for me personally, is when you meet people and you know that they're good people and you know that they love the culture, and you could feel it just because in their conversation and the way that they show you they love it is by the way they play. So tell people about what the Winter Music Conference was to you.
Well, I mean, we can't speak Winter Music Conference without speaking about DJ Peace again, because giving so many DJs from around the world who came in and from around the country a platform, a chance to show their stuff, get down. And I mean, I can't imagine a Winter Music Conference without DJ Peace, because he got those hotel lobbies, he got those parties at the different places that cats that they would never have a chance to play if it wasn't and be heard. If it wasn't that, I think that's the essence of house music to me. And Peace personifies what house music is, just that love of, yo, come through, we got you. Now, we ain't getting but a couple drink tickets, we ain't getting paid, but we coming down there to do it. Every now and then, it might happen, but then you might get tips. Like countless times I know I got just tips that saved my life. Like, I was out there, I was in Miami broke, coming back from Europe every year. I come back from Europe to visit, and come during the WMC. So it was tight, and having an opportunity to play in front of, because the cats that are levels above us, whatever, however you want to do that, cats that are the big time or whatever you want to say, got a chance to hear you, and more importantly, the people that came to the conference to hear the big time cats. They didn't just see the big time cats. They came and saw you and became a fan of you, and became a fan of him, a fan of her. Because they realized, oh snap! I remember seeing you on YouTube, or I saw a little video of you back then. Especially back then, as videos weren't as prevalent as they are now. It's like almost now. It's whatever. But when I started when I came into the game on that, it was brand new. So it was, I got lucky. Like I worked for a radio station, which was one of the first internet radio stations that kicked off the game with the video, the whole thing called Radio 4x4. And they had all the tech house and deep house DJs from around the world. So, cats that are now made their names for themselves. And they were names back then, but I was the only black dude on there. I was the only Soulful House DJ on the channel. And
wow.
That gave me love that without that, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would have came from somewhere for me to, to keep being in the game and doing my thing, but that was everything. And then they were based out of Miami. So when the Minute Music Conference came, I'm coming back from Rome or Barcelona, wherever I was coming back from. I'm coming back to Miami where I got the station and I got a little clout. That's how I got to the Adidas store. I had all my Adidas gear. Oh man, oh yeah. The Winter Music Conference is everything. And Bill Kelly had a chance to play at his. He was running the Hotel Astor on Washington 10th, and he played with another person in house music, which is a demon in house music. But I mean, literally a demon. I met a demon in this game. I literally met a demon. I mean,
a demon.
Tried to take my life. Took the lives of 3 other people. So yeah. But I having a chance to play there and get a chance to meet Bill and meet some cats, some of those, Bill Kelly's the cat that him and his partner that started the winning.
Right.
Shout out Bill. And now I'm moving to Miami now, so I'll have part-time, be back and forth between here and New Orleans. But now winning music company, shout out to APs again.
Yeah, man, it was epic. I mean, nothing I did. And when I tell you I was doing all these events and everything, if it wasn't for Thomas, I wouldn't have been there. It wouldn't even have happened. It wouldn't have happened. So all right. I know you're more soulful than anything else because I just know how you play and I've listened to you play, and even your. Oh no! Let me stop. Let me go back. No! I need to flip all of this. So, Tony Soul is a DJ, but Tony Soul is also a producer. He makes music. So, talk to me about that side. Tell me accomplishments for you in regards to music wise, and how that came to be for you.
Out of necessity, and that's a good thing you bring that up, because I mean that's one of the things I don't like about the game is that you can only get so many gigs if you're not producing music. They're not booking you like that.
Right.
I mean, I'm a terror on the decks. I'm a beast, a straight dog. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but it don't matter if you ain't putting out no music. It just don't matter. So, I mean, I had to over years, and I still ain't there. I released 2 albums, but I released them independently. I haven't released them commercially. It sucks that it has to be that way. So because I just wasn't inspired because I'm a DJ. So I'll tell you back when I moved to Taiwan, prior to that, I was getting calls from like Seoul, South Korea. It's like, yo, man, we love you over here, man. We've been watching your shows on Radio 4x4. We love you, man. If you're ever on this side of the world, we book you in a minute, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. I was like, oh, man. I was like, yeah. It's like I hadn't yet done anything. I hadn't yet moved out of the country yet. So this is my first move. So when I moved to Taiwan, I hit him like, yo, I'm right here. I'm a hop, not even a hop, skip, and a jump. I'm just a hop. I'm a hop over from you, like a 2-hour flight. What's up? Let's do this. he was like, "Oh man, this is great. Oh, Tony Soul, you're in Asia, Southeast Asia. Let's get it. Let's do it." And so then he said, "Let me call to my boss, to the owner, set this up, let's get it going." His boss, he came back with an email a couple of weeks later and said, or a week later, and says, "Now we can't book you because," he said, "Joe, can you send me your light source and your Bport link?" And I was like, "Nah, I ain't got that." And then a couple of days later, they hit me like, "Oh yeah, see, my boss is like, yo, if you ain't music out, but you love me and you love what I was doing, and I rock the decks. Ain't that what you hired me for? To rock them decks, to get busy on them decks and rock your club." But because they didn't have music out, they rescinded the offer. They didn't want to bring me out. So it was a wake up call.
Usually the DJ that comes from the States over there they want them to perform and DJ.
Right.
You got, yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it makes it hard. And this is one of the things you was talking about before. It makes it hard because there are 10 million basketball players that was better than Michael Jordan.
Right.
But because they didn't get the opportunity, because they didn't showcase themselves in a way they needed to showcase themselves, they don't know about it. Same thing with DJs.
Right.
I can easily tell you there's 70,000 DJs that will never see the spotlight of day because they don't make records, or they don't produce records, they don't do edits, they don't do anything other than sit there and blend one song to the other. And that's it. And even though this is the truest essence of what we're doing, they don't want to see that. They want to see you perform. You gotta get out there and you gotta have something. Show me your whole records. Give me a list of them, this, that, and the other. So
I don't think the people care. I think this is a promotion thing from promoters, lazy promoters who feel like they have to get somebody that's got such a name that they don't have to do the work of getting the people, convincing the people to come to their party. Because if you can get the real promoters from the 90s, 80s, and 90s, what I remember is cats that, in the 2000s even, cats that the people came because they trusted the promoter to give them top-notch entertainment, whether it be the dopest DJ that you never heard of or the dopest DJ that you have heard of. But they know that they trust that promoter to bring them fly stuff all the time. Whereas now the promoter is just like, nah, we're booking people that we know are already established and they got their name, and we know we can count on 30,000 or 3,000 or 300 people coming because of their name, and not where back in the day they were coming because the promoter was. I know because I was one in New Orleans, and we brought in top-notch entertainment to the people, and they trusted us to bring whatever. If Sleeping Giant, which was the name of our company back then, if Sleeping Giant throwing the party, we know the entertainment's gonna be fly. We don't even have to know who it is, because we know the promoter is the star that brings you top-notch every time. Whereas now promoters get lazy; they just want to bring you. They're just bringing you what we know will sell. We know will sell because he's already sold X amount of units, or he's already that guy.
Hot and popular.
He's already popular. All I got.
Yep. Right. Hot and popular. Right.
And you don't know who it is, but you know you're gonna leave the joint like, oh man, who was that?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost the same way as like dating. Whereas back in the day, you would think of it as, you get with a woman, the woman gets with a man, and they build together. And they build. It's the same way promoters build with their audience together as youth, and they come up together and they build. Whereas now, ain't none of that. You meet with a woman now, you gotta have that paper right now.
Yeah,
we can't deal with no building.
We in our 50s. I ain't courting you. You're right. I feel you. Yeah, absolutely. You already know what you want. So hey, this is what I got. If it ain't hot enough, I understand. I feel you.
So different
so with you being with you touring the world and everything, because this is what I want to do. I'm going to ask you this because if there's a way that we're going to do this and we're going to keep it going. Well, not even just keep it going. Build connections, because I think that's even better. Build connections. So if you could, well, all right, controversy first. Controversy first. Give me your 5 top DJs of all time.
Oh wow. Ooh, that's funny. I've never been asked that question. That's something. Never been asked that question.
So, and when I say DJ,
Question.
not talking about producer, I'm talking about somebody that you sat there and you went,
DJ.
damn. So, I mean, I've experienced a lot of for me personally, I've been more of a background person than anything else in this world, because I would rather sit back and watch and get educated, so I know what I want to do, than to be the one that's always like, oh, I gotta play I gotta do this, I gotta do that. I sit back and listen. So
Right.
So top 5 off the top of your head right now. If you were a promoter right now, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna be this is totally open. So dead or alive, you had to pick 5 DJs. You're gonna do the Tony Soul Ultimate DJ Party.
So we're
House
talking
music party.
in general.
Pick 5.
Okay. I mean, number one, first and foremost, is Jazzy Jeff. Period. Like, he's just him. He's him. Derek May.
Ooh.
Derek May is my personal favorite.
Ooh, I haven't heard that name in a minute. Oh man, okay.
The way he worked the faders, the way he worked that, man. I play like him because of watching him hours and hours of watching, studying him. He's one of the DJs I actually study. Carl Cox, what he does with them tracks, with how he turns, just what it just.
Banger.
Say like he's a house DJ, but I really, really love playing tech house. I really, really love that joint. That's mine. Soulful house is easier. I mean, it's just the grooves. It's the blending of it is dope. The blending of tech house where you're turning 4-track into just whatever you want to make it is just, with soulful house you gotta kind of like let that part breathe, and there's times breathe, whereas in tech house, nah, it's all on you. So I gotta go call Derek May, obviously tech, for being the original techno DJ. Joe, I gotta go Joe Closell.
Okay.
Joe. Yeah, Joe, he don't care. It's almost like, are you looking at the crowd? Like he's on his own thing. He be on his own thing. And I'm gonna shock you with this one because I'm gonna lead you to questions I know you're gonna give me. I know you're gonna give me the business in a minute, but I gotta go to Ron Hardy.
Okay.
I gotta go to election, and that was the tie between Ron and Ron Trent, right?
Yep. There's a Ron Trent. There's a Ron Hardy. There's a lot of Rons in Chicago.
Ron Trent's hard drive is just ridiculous. Like his thumb drive is just stupid. Like, come on, bro. Really? You just got all that music like that? I might get at him. Yo, run that, son.
Right? Yeah.
I go to Brooklyn and moved to New York and did that whole Chicago to New York thing. I admire that. It's kind of And hey, I know you said 5.
Well, I mean, you hit me with that is 5. You hit me with Joe, Ron, Derek. Who else? Joe, Ron, Derek,
and Jazzy Jeff.
Jazzy Jeff. I thought there was another one. No, okay.
Joe, Ron.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, no. I mean, because my question, the reason why I ask you that is because if you're a DJ and you have favorite DJs, you play like the DJs that inspired you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, and it's really taking, and it's not really playing like Derek May or playing like Carl Cox. You had 5. So
There you go.
it's not like playing like them. It's taking what you see and what you love that they do, incorporating it in you. So if you play a little bit like Carl, or you play a little bit like Ron, or you play a little bit like Derek, that's what makes Tony.
The Rons, their selection. The 2 Rons, it's their selection. And then for Derek May, Carl Cox, it's their working of the faders. How they work the faders and make everything uniquely their own. And then Jazzy Jeff's just Jazzy Jeff. I mean,
Yeah. Jeff don't even get a classification. It's just Jeff.
That's
For real.
Jeff.
I mean, he's probably the, I have a 1 and a 1A when it comes to the greatest DJ of all time, because I just don't think my 1A got an opportunity to play outside of what he was constructed in the first place. So we're talking about Run DMC's DJ.
JMSJ?
Yes.
Okay.
Only because he was cut down too early. Because I mean, everybody, what Jazzy Jeff does was what Jazzy Jeff has done outside of the Fresh Prince and him.
Yeah, he's his own entity. Yeah,
right. And he's gotten way more bigger opportunity to do it.
Right.
I think the Jam Master Jay didn't get a lot of that opportunity because he was cut short so early. You know what I'm saying? Once Run DMC stops, Jam Master Jay is still a DJ.
Right.
And he was going to give you that business and show you why he was. So that's why my 1 and 1A, they're so close. Like, for example, Biggie and Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Or because they got cut so short, where would we be today if Christopher Wright and Tupac Shakur were still alive? You see what I'm saying? Just to see where that hip hop music culture was going, because trust me, they had it on lock. Because they directed where it was going.